live.
Bing bong.
Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
Oh my goodness. We have a new year to contend with.
We sure do.
Oh man, my shoulder. Hi. Happy New Year, everyone. Starting things off with a little bit of a surprise. We got some designing to do tonight. Let me go post about this. Let's post on, we'll just do the Discord. How about that? I feel like that's a safe bet. Countdowns only happen during premieres.
Yeah,
to my
I'm
knowledge. Sure. Yeah. So no countdown. Everyone. We're designing Trish. Oh my god. Happy New Year.
Oh my god.
Copy paste the link. Bingity, 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 bing. So how are y'all doing? Did you have a good New Year? A good Krimba? Good Hanukkah? Good December? Tell me all about it. I feel like Dearly's being some sort of cinnamon cereal would be... That sounds about right. But maybe like some of them have like cinnamon roll glaze on them.
Right.
So like you have your regular cinnamon toast crunch squares, but then you have a few that are like sugary death. Oh. Oh man. I got to spend time with family and saw Sonic 3 and saw Nosferatu. Oh, don't. All right.
It was so good.
If you need my opinions, go watch me rant on TikTok/Instagram. Although that doesn't really... Quit spamming that you need to see Auron as a baby.
Please.
Just find a small bean, and you're like, oh, there you go. It's Auron as a baby. CC, I'm gonna punt you into outer space. Last warning.
Here's a lesson. When somebody says stop doing something, respect it.
I might have to protect y'all from Jackie today, so.
Yeah.
You got him as a baby emo. That's all you need. That's all that you should be more than enough. So let's see, what are we doing? We're gonna design Trish today. For those of you who may not be aware, I feel like you probably are. Trish is Auron's secretary. For a while, I was very content just having her be someone who folks can use their imagination, same as a listener. But Trish she's becoming more of a full-fledged character. She has a voice. You've probably heard her by now because she's appeared in the Auron birthday audio. And that's Stephanie Swan Quills. It's very good. And now Trish is going to be on screen. I already know the next time you'll be hearing her, but I don't know the first time you'll see her because you're gonna hear her only one time. But the time after that, you should be seeing her. And that's because we have to decide what she looks like today. I have given Jackie a fairly detailed document of references and such and information that we're going to be working off of. Yeah, I'm excited. We had a great time doing the Auron emo stream. And yeah, it's time to fiddle around with Trish.
I gotta reread some of the reference stuff. Let's see.
Trish is like ballpark, because I'm not trying to put a like actual canon age on it, but like late 40s, 50s situation going on.
However, noted here it says, but ages like fine wine.
But ages like fine wine, yeah. So she's doing good. What happened to the Christmas cinnamon roll? What do you mean what happened to the Christmas cinnamon roll? It got eaten. Eaten. Actually, so I'm imagining you're referencing my new Christmas tradition of making a big ass cinnamon roll. So unfortunately, the last big ass cinnamon roll from last year was very dry. I didn't love how it turned out. So I just made regular cinnamon roll. I had no spoons to try and figure out how to make a good big cinnamon roll. It's an issue for next season. But I did eat cinnamon rolls. The recipe is the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls in a can. That is the recipe.
Interesting. I need outfits.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go to my outfits for work mood board.
Hell yeah.
Mine are too casual for her, I think. I say that, and I'm probably the most extremely dressed at work. Where is it? Hello? There it is. Okay.
I recorded something today, chat. Something exciting. I sat down and had like 10 minutes recorded of Thomas's first audio, and I listened back to it and I liked it, and I was like, this sounds a whole lot like Seth. I have to fix this. So I deleted all of that effort and did it again, and I was very happy with how he turned out the second time around. So
there it is.
Thomas is the thick blacksmith boy. There is something else that is going to be ready. Don't say hashtag his name. I'll start crying. Oh, don't worry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that.
Well, don't worry. If the it's, oh boy, I don't know how much I can say. I do have the first episode of Bittersweet Chapter 4 written. And the first thing that we're going to be drawing for that is sweaty boxer Seth. So you probably should be worried.
I'm so excited. It's going to be crack for some of you people. That is, some of you people, I mean Zeke.
But also, it's going to be great. The scream that will be scrumped. It's gonna be great. Can I, you know what? What if I give you guys, what if I read you a line?
Dude, yeah. Do it in his voice though, if you want.
Okay. Dude.
If you want.
You caught yourself so fast. I would do it.
I know, because I don't want to be like, hey, can you say hi to me in so-and-so's voice? Guys, I petitioned to play certain characters in one of the upcoming scripts, and I didn't get the role.
Oh.
But I think I would have been great at it.
We should have done it. I forgot.
You know what? Give me the lines and I might send you a read.
Oh shit, it's too late now. It's already.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh,
I'll get you.
There'll be another time.
Well, shit. Which one of these can I read? Let's see. This is a bar. Damn. I can't, like, I don't want to give away the things. All right, where are we at?
Okay.
I'm trying, y'all. I can't. So much of this, like, spoils the
I did. I went to school for 4 years? 5 years? 4 years. 4 years. Well, technically 7, but I don't count the other ones.
Here we go. Okay. All right, Chad. I gotta remember how to. Hey, sugar. How you doing? Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah. Now I'm dialed in. Now this isn't in the script. I'm just talking. That's the thing. Now that I've got a little taste of what life can be like on the other side, I know that shit don't just go away. Carry it with you. And it gets a little lighter as you go. Whether it's from you getting stronger or from you letting go of the heavy stuff. A little bit of both, probably. The night I came back. Well, no, I don't think we really talked about it. It wasn't exactly our proudest moment, slinging insults at each other in front of you. Me calling you Jolene. Why? What was going on before I crashed the party? There you go.
Very nice.
Is Trish a nickname for her, or is it her actual name? I don't know.
It's a nickname for Trishular.
Trishular.
Yeah.
Trishatric.
You've got.
Trish.
No.
Trish.
No.
That's right. Trish is a nickname for Samantha.
For Trish. Oh.
Larry. Oh, I would take Beatrice. Oh fuck, Beatrice. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Can't do it. I can't say words.
Chris, yeah.
That over Patricia, maybe.
Oh God, please not Patricia.
I don't think I would go with Patricia.
I
like Beatrice.
I have trauma over Patricia, and no.
I have been unsullied by Patricias throughout my life. I don't think I've ever known a Patricia, actually.
This was a work one. Remember the one that gave...
Oh.
Yeah. That got fired.
Oh.
Yeah. That I currently stole the desk of. That head's too big.
Well, maybe she got a big old dome on her.
I don't love the way this pose is going. I just needed to get my...
Nah, bro. Whole ass JoJo pose. Bend that back.
Oh. You know, actually, let me read this real quick, because I don't think we got her build. I don't think you went into detail about her build. Oh, okay. Let me read this. Okay.
Probably about what's in the outfit references.
Right. Yeah, that's what
in that range.
Okay.
Is Trish going to be on the wiki? Yeah, every character and every listener will have a wiki entry.
It's the head. Oops.
I don't know if there will be Trish one-shots, but there will probably be... I mean, not probably. There's going to be a whole lot of her in Shattered. Can we get bobbleheads to go with plushies? That would be fun.
Cute.
Is she Milfy? I would say Milfy, yes. I would say Milfy, yes. Yeah, Thea, you could set up the question form.
Maybe on this side. Okay. Looks like so.
Let's see. I did that. So very excited about Bittersweet stuff. We're working on here we go. Fuck, what was I saying? Sorry, chat. I'm like doing 3 things at once. Bittersweet Director's Cut. Also taking questions in the question form. So send those there and I will get to them. Bittersweet Director's Cut. I believe Fu is cooking on editing for the next week or 2. It's taking a while because I made some like custom mid-rolls that will be throughout. 3 of them, I believe. And that requires some extra love as well. Just cause like I learned from the Finn compilation that like not having a baked in advertisement is like not great when you potentially have a fucking 2 million view video on your hands. I just want to get it right. So instead of like rushing, it's more of a
Oh, fuck.
Let's get it done the right way. Measure twice, cut once, chat. It's good advice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you be saying shit.
Yeah, that's a real one. That wasn't one of my like that wasn't one.
My automatic response is to be like, yeah, because of the wild shit you say. No, I want to.
Especially like if you're building furniture. For the love of God, look at the fucking instructions like 5 times before you build it backwards.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Okay. What are your goals for 2025? What a fucking question.
Ooh. The skirts.
Get back to saving money / putting it away in various ways. Kick things off with Everlast, which we're in the process of. So I feel I want to give myself some easy wins. So like Everlast up and running, Wiki finished. Things that should all be done very early. Otherwise, I haven't given it a lot of thought. I'm so focused on the things that are like immediately in front of me that, you know. Yeah, getting Everlast and resuming Bittersweet, just like ripping the band-aid off and getting shit going is my big thing.
That's 2. No.
How are the cats doing? The cats are doing well. Haru's hair has grown back so much that his little boots aren't really boots anymore, which is a shame. Because
Cootie is evil.
Cootie is evil.
He's been very evil lately.
Oh, so evil. He got trapped in the cabinets the other night, which he's opened them before. He's never done the get stuck in them after opening it thing. Man. Otherwise, Mochi was a big baby at New Year's. And Michi is still a princess. What kind of wine / drink do you think Trish would like? I feel like there's an answer to that in a script.
God, can she be a Prosecco girly?
Fuck. Yeah.
I really want her to be a Prosecco girly.
Where did that folder go? Damn, I haven't looked at this in a hot minute. I have to rewrite so much of this. All right, I don't know if she's ordered anything at the bar. Yeah, sure, I can make her a Prosecco girly. Why not?
Hell yeah.
I don't know enough about wine to be able to give you a specific wine, so I'll let Jackie.
You guys have watched me actively abuse my position.
To be fair, I don't think she's that picky. But I think we can roll with that. Can I make fan art emotes of the Bittersweet boys and use them on my commission sheet? Small artists will give character credit. Yeah, I don't really mind if you do that. Who's your favorite YuuriVoice boy as of today? You know what? Why don't we pass that question along for Jackie?
Stop.
Jackie, who's your favorite YuuriVoice boy?
Fucking Didi. Let's be real. No, I'm multiple nights I've stayed up till like 3 a.m. listening to the Auron compilation. It's so bad. I don't know why. Like, he's always been my favorite, but all of a sudden he's just like even more my favorite, if that's possible. Yeah, it's not a hard choice. I did a doodle about it where, you know, a lot of times people who ask like character designers, who's your favorite character you've designed? And the response is always like, oh my God, I love all of them. I couldn't choose. I could choose. It's Auron. Which is so funny because I didn't dislike him at the start, but I didn't really, it was like, you know, he's cool. And now it's like, okay, I'm gonna go fucking commission someone to hand make a figure of him so he can be on my figure wall next to Sephiroth, because of course.
Once he like...
I'm so scared.
Once he started going down the like romantic...
I know the exact time it happened, and I was in the couch in your office, and we were listening to the one where he asks Rook to dance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. You were
That
like,
was the moment.
ooh, that was a critical hit.
I was like, wait, hold on.
Man, I need to go back and like listen. I need to go back.
Like, I'm not even lying. He is like right now in the top 3 of my favorite characters ever. He's sitting up there. So
It's only gonna get worse.
I'm scared. Chat, I know you might feel the same way, but you ever like a character so much that when you like start talking about him, you giggle and you have to kind of walk around a little, like stimming. Me. I'm glad you guys understand. I knew you would.
Byakuya asks, is Rook possibly hiding something, or are they really, really oblivious? I don't... First off, those two things aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. So that's like two very different... I think what I'm trying to say is I don't know how the or really works there, because hiding something and being oblivious is two different acts. But I think they have their own shit going on. I don't think they're like... A lot of people really... Please consider that Auron, like, remember that time that he knew where they lived and like didn't have to ask? Like he like scoped them out, right? Like, what are they hiding? You know, I think there's stuff to get into, but I wouldn't classify it as they're hiding anything. And I also do not think that they're oblivious. I think they're actually like...
They're actually really not.
I think they're probably the most oh my god. Perceptive. Thank you.
I think like Auron says it multiple times that because they're the ones that ask, like he's always like, you're figuring shit out and I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Opposite of oblivious. They're incredibly perceptive. Literally has a law degree. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very good point.
God, I should have gotten a law degree.
You would argue with folks.
Hey, now.
You're an all-star?
Oh. I did argue with folks. I do argue with folks over email. Sometimes, not always. Only when they're lying to me.
Is Trish married? No. I've seen this going on and on and on in the chat, but no, she's not married. And there's a high likelihood. It's not in the text yet. There's a high likelihood that she probably has been smitten with Auron's mother from the beginning of time.
That's gonna fucking break me if it becomes a thing.
I feel pretty confident about it.
Like,
I'm pretty sure. No, she's the opposite of available. She is emotionally on an island, yearning for someone who is not you. You could thirst for her. Like I think that's absolutely going to happen.
Right.
But I think I quite enjoy the idea of that.
Baker. Oh, yeah. I really like that.
Do you think Alphonse likes the song Bubblegum Bitch by Marina? Yeah. Finally, someone asked me a song question and I know the song. So many times people are like, do you think this song is this character? And I'm like, I've never heard this in my life, so I have to go do my research.
Damn, that's a nice outfit. Fuck.
Auron does not dye his hair. When is Bittersweet Chapter 4 coming out? So we talked about this a second ago, but I'll go back and reiterate. I really want, so I had this whole idea that I was going to complete or at least have quite a bit of a series done before dropping any of it. And fuck that. I decided that was what I was going to do, like literally like 2 years ago, and it never happened. And I don't think it was ever going to happen. And fuck that. That's never going to work for me. So I want to follow up the director's cut with the first episode of Bittersweet 4 pretty quickly. Like, in a perfect world, by the time Bittersweet 4, by the time the Bittersweet director's cut is live, the first episode of Chapter 4 will already be up and scheduled. That is my goal. The literal next thing I'm going to have Jackie do is the art for it.
I'm scared.
It's gonna be real nice.
Yeah.
Do the characters have middle/full names? No. And what are their favorite foods? Man, I ain't gonna lie, I have no clue. And I'll just forget if I try to brainstorm what their foods are. For Jackie, how do you deal with loss of motivation because a piece didn't turn out the way that you wanted?
Oh man. God, I hate that shit. I don't know if I really have any like way of dealing with it. I think it just is a moment of like, well, that didn't fucking turn out great. And then I either like don't draw and move on to something else, or usually I don't try again because I'm so like, fuck this. It's not turning out. I get that like suddenly I'm convinced I don't know how to draw anymore and I've lost all of my skill. So I'm just like, I don't want to draw actually. I wish I had better ways of dealing with it. I think it's what helps me get out of it, because it's not like I can get out of it within the day, unless it's like I have to hit a big deadline, then I have to just buck up and get it done. But I think what helps the most is for me personally, is I go and like seek out things that I like. So for example, right now, like whenever I'm drawing something and I lose the motivation because it either didn't turn out well or I just have some type of art block, I get a lot of inspiration from music, and I then just go and picture my characters doing shit. And that makes me motivated because that kind of, I'm like, fuck, I want to be able to do that. And I think that would be really cool. And I would just want to put it out in the world. So that helps. Or I go watch, she hasn't been posting a lot recently, but there's this artist on YouTube who does a lot of really lovely videos about like most of her stuff's traditional. I think drawing with pancake. I don't know if that's exactly the name. I don't remember it now. But I'll go and put on videos like that, where you just kind of see another artist who's at the same level as me because I wouldn't be able to put on a video of like a fucking incredible, like iconic, well-known name artist. And waffles is what it was, not pancakes. And I couldn't be able to do it if it's like a really, really, really talented artist, because then that puts me even more into like, I can never do that. So I guess the best answer is either like go find motivation somewhere in like go do stuff that you enjoy that isn't art. Go listen to music. Go watch a show. Go play a video game.
Drugs.
Sure, if it helps.
Sometimes hitting the fent gets me going.
So... No. See, I won't condone that, but...
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So yeah, go do something you love that isn't traditional art related. Like, you know, trying again. Or, you know, go consume someone making art. I don't know. That helps me. So, yeah. Don't do Fent. Don't do Fent.
It's like a little surprise.
No. It's like a little surprise. Oh boy.
It's like a reward.
No.
Don't do drugs. I am 100% sure that the Fent would not creatively elevate me.
It'd elevate you, just not in the way that you'd think.
I feel like it would de-elevate me. What's the word what's that word?
Lower?
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 Words are hard.
Words are spells.
Exactly. I put my intent in the Fent.
No.
What else do we got? Is Trish also a lawyer? No.
No.
Bald Didi. Y'all are wild in the chat. I've seen what you're talking about.
There are such things as bald raccoons, no?
Yeah, he's probably got mange.
I think they're cute. I think I've seen them a couple times.
Oh no.
No, don't be mean.
No, don't do that to him. Let's see what else we got. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, because I answered this while Jackie was talking. Where'd it go? Oh my god, where'd it go? What do you think Trish's playlist would be like? Like, what's her vibe? I don't know.
Oopsies.
I don't know what the whole playlist would be like, but the song that came to mind was Heaven Is Here by Florence and the Machine. There was a part 2 to the motivation question. Jackie, for you, is there any hack or tip you can offer for when your sketch looks good but your line art doesn't?
Oh fuck. This one's difficult because I don't do it as often. But you know what? I think that's actually more of an advanced thing. So this might not work for you, but one of the things that I learned was a lot of times when that happens, you're too focused on the line work and you're too focused on the sketch and you're not necessarily focused on what your brain is taking out of it. So I learned that if you blur the sketch, of course this is digital, it wouldn't necessarily work for traditional. If you blur the sketch and then go in and do the line art, your brain isn't able to focus on the sketch as much, so it really takes over and picks the lines that would work for the line art. And then I think just take your time with it. Don't feel like it has to be quick. A lot of time, like, the line art is the most tedious part. So My tip is if that blurring it works. Like I said, it could be that is for depending on your your skill level. That might not work for you because I know it's like, oh my god, what do you mean I can't see my guidelines? Which I totally understand. But if you want to try it, it might help. So yeah.
What's the deal with Auron not talking to his mom?
Oh.
I mean, I feel like it's not really great if I just tell you. There are some logical conclusions you can make as to why he would not be close to her. Does Auron have any opinion on Sugar Boo? No, I don't think so. I don't think he, like, as much as he, like, knows about the trio was strictly from knowing what Derek was up to. So I don't think he really, like, he didn't really, like, he didn't get that deep into it. Will the director's cut be one long video? Yes. So it's gonna be like an 8+ hour video. It's gonna be huge. Yeah. Oh, what got you into do?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I had a hair idea.
Oh. What got you into doing ASMR roleplay in the first place and making your own character and all that? I'll answer this, but it also reminded me that I finally made a Q&A to pin on my Tumblr. And I need to say this, that I never did it, or it never stuck the times that I have done it, because I knew that literally it would get ignored. and within the first 24 hours, it got ignored. So and I knew it would. So it made me feel good, because there were some people who, like, people are like, hey, it's your fault because you don't have a Q&A. And I'm like, I promise you that in the 8 fucking years that I've been doing this, I've learned that nobody fucking reads. Nobody reads. And to be fair, the Q&A's a huge wall of text. No one's gonna read it. No one's gonna read it. So, anywho, that made me feel good. I like being right. Anywho, one of the things that are answered there is, how did you get started? What made you get into making your own characters and stuff? I got started initially as a Yuri on Ice fandom blog doing voices for Yuri Kotsky, and I expanded from there into doing other fandoms, specifically Prince Sidon from Breath of the Wild, and Guzma from Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Aizawa from My Hero Academia. And there were some others sprinkled in there, but eventually I wanted to get into doing my own original characters because basically it has always been the plan to like make people interested in your own shit. That should be the thing anytime you do anything. It's the same as like if you're a streamer, for example, if you're a one game streamer, you will suffer if you swap to like doing other games and stuff. Well, it's the same like if you're a fan artist or whatever. Like if you get a following for one specific thing, once you start doing other stuff, they're gonna fuck off. So trying to convert people into fans of my stuff is a big part of why I got into making my own characters. In chat, I'm gonna have to ask you to move on from the shitposty bald stuff because I think some folks are getting exhausted. Also, and chat, I'm not trying to finger wag you, and I'm not upset with you, but I'm gonna pose you a question. If you were bald, and consider the reasons that you might be bald, and you came into a chat and everyone's like, hee hee ha ha bald, oh that's so silly, oh that's so embarrassing, ha ha ha, would that not make you feel isolated and horrible? Yeah. So consider that before you start yapping. I didn't really want to suffer through it during the Finn thing either, but it was a very weird. I didn't want to stop everybody in the middle of people trying to giggle, but like, hey, haha, yeah, yeah. So not upset with you, but do consider these things. Do consider that it's not all jokes. I know that's not y'all's intent, but I know that if I was dealing with that and I came in here, I'd be fucking mortified. So let's not do that. Nobody's in trouble. It's okay. I'm sure we know the intent wasn't to be fucky, but yeah. A naked DD is a funny thing though. I'll give you that. The thought of the hairless raccoon is silly. Oh my god, the hair. Oh my god. Did I like low-key unintentionally gave you references that sort of could be reminiscent of Pearl from
the inspiration I actually got for the hair was Ishtola, which I feel is very...
Oh my god.
Yeah. I feel like that's very Trish inspiration in terms of character.
Oh my god. Big brain.
Right?
Oh my god. You're right. Lapis is who I was thinking of.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Anywho, I it's hard to not think of Pearl when looking at Jolly with the $5 says, I was looking away from the screen and literally choked on my own spit when I saw Trish's hair because it looks so good. 20th super. Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Thank you.
Trish Stola.
Oh, Trish Stola. Where are we at? What type of music would Auron enjoy? I'm 10,000% sure that it's like, it's fucking, Dark Academia. I'm sure he likes more than that. Like, I mean, we did canonically make him an emo kid. So, like, I do think right now he's like balls deep in Dark Academia.
I feel like he fucks with Typo a little bit. Just a little bit.
Typo, she wants revenge.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goth king.
Who's stuck in the wall at the moment? Jack or Faust?
Probably both of them.
Both. I'll be talking about Faust here in a second because someone asked a question. Will we have Jolly again with $2 says, will we have Rook and Trish interactions, by the way? Yes. There's actually a pretty thick, there's a pretty big part that's like that. So, yeah, part of the reason why Trish is becoming a thing is like, it's nice to have a character who's around to give additional perspective, and yeah, I mean, she's very useful in that regard. So Sandstone, we are right at your question. So question for Jackie, which brush do you use for your art if you're using Procreate?
I think this is... I use a lot of brushes. I think my main one right now is this HB pencil one. I'm almost certain it came with the program. Maybe not. I'm almost certain it came with the program and it's in there somewhere. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, never mind. It's this set name right here. One day I'm going to make a whole list of links to the brushes, like the brush packs I've collected over the years. I don't have all of them here because at one point Procreate updated and literally deleted every single one of my brush sets. Like, I had at least 30 to 40, and it was just like, oh, bye. So maybe if you look up that Kadiri's set, you'll be able to find it. But that's my primary one for like sketching and even sometimes line art. Everything else is just like a bunch of them that I've either found for free or for purchase. But that's my go-to.
Nova says, first of all, Jackie, thank you for the good tips, especially hands. They've gotten a lot easier. And for both of you, if you had a free punch, one free punch for any character you've drawn, wrote, or voiced, who would it be? Who do I want to punch? Derek.
Sure.
I mean, that's an easy one,
That's
though.
fair. Yeah.
I mean,
Who do I want to punch?
he's handled.
Probably a character that hasn't been a thing yet. That we've talked about recently, and that you do a really good like voice read on.
Are we talking about?
Here, I don't remember if you've mentioned him before. I'm almost certain you have.
Oh.
But I'm not sure if you mentioned that he's going to be like further.
Wow, it's like a surprise for me, chat.
I think this is his name. I could be wrong.
Oh, you're right. And Bloody also cropped.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yes.
Clocked it. Mark is
Yeah.
punchable.
He's starting to like come out of the woodworks now, and oh my god.
Yeah, chat. I've I've snuck a little bit. I've snuck some teases. I've snuck some teases in there. But the mark that was fired by Auron at one point, he's punchable.
He sure is.
He's punchable. He's like real. Mark from Acquisitions. I really just needed a pathetic man.
Boy, did you get.
I just needed a pathetic man. And I've told. I thought you said he's like an NPC. Yeah, I said that like.
I mean, he still is, but in the sense of like, he just carries himself like that.
Stop. Oh, that's so funny. Pathetic little meow meow. Yes. Okay. I've got. The reference sheet isn't put together yet.
Ooh, but I have a perfect.
I want you to imagine Reagan from Mob Psycho 100 and Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad / Better Call Saul. And I want you to make them do the Dragon Ball fusion dance. That's Mark.
Fuck, where's that?
That's Mark.
This one. Oh, yes.
I'm so scared.
Hold on. This is the best way I feel like I can describe him. In just one image.
I'm so scared. Oh my god. Can you drag that onto your...
I don't think I can, no, because I'd have to open up my thing.
Okay, no. I got
spoilers in there.
I got it. Yeah, I needed a guy. And sometimes you need a guy.
Sometimes you really do just need a guy.
Give me image, add source, add new source, add source, add download. This is what Jackie sent me. And now it's going in the corner.
Oh, Mark.
He's very like, I know a guy, and he's the guy. Except the person that's saying they know a guy is like the least reliable person in the world.
They don't know anyone. They have no friends.
They don't know anyone. Saturday with the $2 says waiting for that Mark X Josh Yowie. Oh man.
Beautiful.
Bruh, he's the guy for what? I mean, he
He's the guy for what? Oh Christ.
Pathetic and baby girl coded. Yeah, I've wanted a Reagan for so long. Someone reblogged the damn Reagan gets pegged. I didn't know that went viral in the fandom.
That's why I love how Tumblr works, because you could it can still be reblogged and be passed around.
The fucking the tags were like, this has been in my drafts for like ever. Anywho, Yeah. He's being passed around. Listen, I'm sure Mark... I don't remember if we ever clarified who was in the bathroom at the
Yeah, it was.
holiday
I think
party.
we can clarify it was Mark.
Oh.
Sorry, I recently listened to all these, so.
Oh. Jackie's now my reference for all of the... What if I just make it a little... I'm going to make it a smaller box. There we go. Yeah, so, you know... Mark was the hooker. Listen. He does some work on the side for commission, okay?
Yeah, send me the Auron wiki. I'll proofread it.
All I can picture is like Auron getting mad at Mark and Mark doing a very like anime like fucking blush and like rub his legs together and wiggle around like he can't hardly contain himself. Oh my god, Mark. I was down horrendous for Alice from Twilight. Can I just say that?
I love her. No, you should say that.
Oh my god.
You're absolutely right. I mean, not surprised, but you're right.
Wow. Fuck. Yuri, please don't make me kin Mark. I'm sorry.
He feels like he might be like incredibly kinnable.
Yeah, probably. And I won't be voicing him. So I'm sorry if you wanted to peg him for real. I mean, I'll try. Like I'll give it a shot, but I don't know if I'm cut out for doing that. But you can slut him out through fan art and everything else. Sorry if you wanted to peg him for real. That is essentially what I'm saying. That is essentially what I'm saying.
And just show me things.
I don't remember what my Reagan voice even, and I really don't want to hear that again. That was a long time ago. Did you just say yuck? Gosh, Auron.
Like that.
Anywho, there you go. You get that. You get that. He's really... Oh, I can't wait. He's going to be around a lot more than Josh. I wouldn't make that comparison. When I tell you the first time you guys are gonna interact with Mark, don't make him bigger. Why not? Why is he getting bigger? Make him smaller. Why is that so funny? Okay. Wait, no. What if he has a micro situation going on?
Oh.
Like he's into that. I mean, no. I mean,
what?
we're just gonna.
Huh?
I'm sorry, chat. That's not what I meant.
What if he's got a micro situation going on? What if he's into that?
I'm sorry. Oh shit.
Why you like slowly make him small?
Oh, I meant, I'm so red right now. I'm burning up. The flames of hell have reached me. Oh fuck.
Shit.
No, we can't talk about bald people, but micro is fine. Listen, man, I didn't mean. Oh shit. Okay.
I started crying.
I meant that he probably has a thing for like giantess / giant.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or just being really small. I'm sure, Mark. I'm not. I didn't. I did.
Look at you, so we can't talk about bald, but. Ow.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mark.
Girl, stop digging. Oh, Christ.
The fact that is what you meant is frying my shit. I'm just saying, like...
I'm just saying, like...
Him showing up to the Halloween party, the corporate Halloween party as Tinkerbell.
Oh my God.
Listen, when it comes to casting Mark, I will just find a voice actor who's down, okay? What if I'm so sorry. You think he looks at Faust and gets like gender envy? Oh, I'm done. To be fair, I look at Faust and get gender envy.
Oh. Oh, Christ. Stop moving him around.
What? I wanted to wear him like a hat.
Like a fly. Oh, Christ. Okay, so I know I want like a skirt. Oh, Christ.
Oh, God. That hurt me. So is Mark like a twink? No. He's not. He's like totally not. He's just like a frumpy, he's so painfully average.
He's like a mold spore. He's like your pet mold spore.
Well, I couldn't carry him on my shoulders. so I'm wearing him on my head. Twinkerbell. He... Oh. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry, Mark. You don't even exist yet. I mean, you do, but you don't. But you're like not even.
I feel like he'd kind of enjoy it though.
He's like an embryo. Well, I don't want to say that.
Embryo.
He probably loves it. I can't believe Auron fired him. He, what else could I say?
You said too much.
I do. I wanted to say, I can't say anything else. Mark has been haunting the narrative.
Yeah.
No more saying. Put Mark in jail? I mean, he's taken measures to not go to jail.
Yeah.
Oh. Squish him with a fly swatter. I'm just saying, the way that Auron spoke to Charlie, I feel that Auron has indeed spoken to Mark like this. Why is he on your head? Because he's just a little guy. Is Mark stuck in the wall too? Mark's
he's stuck in the basement.
I think he was buried alive. He's been breathing through a little straw for like years. Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say. Like, squish him with a fly swatter. He's doing the thing where he's wiggling around like an anime character again.
You guys are overwhelming him.
He's like if Charlie had no redeemable qualities and got into selling used cars.
Excuse me.
Did anyone watch Dick Clark's New Year's? Anywho, all I'm trying to ask is, why were the Jonas Brothers like that?
I mean, generally, why are they like that? I love that.
As a micro is crazy. Like, I feel bad for slandering him, but he probably loves it, to be fair. the way that he gets introduced is wild as well. I just need you guys to know that. It's been written for a while, but it is wild. What if the real reason Mark had to go is because Warren's like, look, it's getting real serious with this person down in legal. I can't have you sniffing around, you fucking mutt. Mark just like squirms his way to the elevator.
Not squirms.
It's just like, everything I want to say about Mark is not appropriate, but he is. He's Saturday. I feel like this might be the first time I'm gonna take what someone said and make it a canon thing that a character said. He's actually so miserably pathetic. He's just my type. Parentheses, I'm a lesbian. That is what Trish. That literally is how Trish probably feels about him.
You're right. So cute, but I don't think they would. You know what? No, I think she'd be a little fun.
I don't think Mark has a yandere bone in his body.
I have a really cute idea for that thing you mentioned in the reference.
I'm looking.
Let me see, where is it? So under the key details, 1, 2, 3.
Keepsake.
The dot, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? This might be a spoiler, so we might have to take it to DMs.
Okay.
Is it important to any specific relationship?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm so scared to look at the question form now. Oh no. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Anywho, I guess that means that we're punching Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, a question for Jackie. I use Procreate for some of my artwork, even though I still prefer traditional art most of the time. Anyway, I have trouble coloring out my digital art because I think too hard about shading it, and it kind of ruins my art. So how do I properly color my art? Moon Procreate. Okay, there must have been a typo of some sort.
Probably.
How do I in Procreate? How do I avoid ruining my art when I merge my layers? Because Procreate has layer limits.
It does have layer limits. That shit sucks ass. I think that's a tough one. I don't really have an answer for you when it comes to merging your layers because unfortunately Procreate does have layer limits, and I think that's more of a when it eventually gets a like PC version, they'll most likely fix that. Um I think I think if let's break the question down. If it's with shading that you're worried about, I think try out cell shading for a little to see if that's what you're into, and that might actually also help you understand shading a lot better depending on what your style is. You might actually do cell shading, but I know a lot of people also don't. Because then that way you can have solid colors that are just your like base color. Um, I think what I learned is utilize different layering types instead of like I know when I first started doing digital, I didn't know. And a lot of me learning was trial by fire. Um, so I think the most important thing is you have your base colors, which don't have any glitz and glam or don't have any like details or whatever. It's just like, okay, the skin color, the hair color, the color that the shirt might be, the color that the shoes might be, the color that this might be, the color, and just do those base colors. There is an ugly, like, the only word I can think of is era. There's a part where when you're coloring, it looks a little ugly, and I mean that's not for everything, but there for sure is a part for me where I'm like, ew, what? Like, hate that. But it's important to get those base colors down because I think you don't. I think a lot of my advice with art is to not overthink it. So baseline colors, and then once that's figured out, I think you can also break down what layers you can merge as well. So let's say the shoes are black and the top is black. You're like, okay, well, I can merge these two. And then whenever I do a clip-in layer or I do a full select layer, I can kind of get away with detailing both of them because they're far enough apart, but they're on the same layer. So it saves you that layer. Problem with like having fun with layer styles and layer types is that sometimes when you do merge, it is horrific. Like if you have a regular layer that's above a multiply layer, if you try to merge those layers, Procreate gets angry. So I guess my best advice is to play around with it, learn the system a bit more if you can. You know, maybe if you're someone who needs a lot more layers, Procreate might not be the best for you right now, and you just might have to wait for when they have an option. If you can work on a smaller canvas, you have access to a lot more layers, but I know that sometimes fucks with the quality. Yeah, I play around with the program. When it comes to shading, I usually use a multiply layer, and for like cell shading specifically, I try to keep the shading to be, how do I explain this? Bigger shapes. So let me do an example. So instead of having shading be, let's do a multiply layer. So instead of shading being, there's no wrong way to do it, obviously, but there are easier ways and ways that might feel better when you look at them. Let's say the sun is coming in this way. Make sure that's on screen. I'm not sure if that's on screen. We'll see. And we have shading back here. Instead of doing like one little bit and then maybe a little bit there and then maybe like a tiny little bit on the arm and maybe here, like try to make these big shapes. I'm going to use the thing here because it's a lot quicker. But try to like see how that almost automatically looks more alive? I don't know how to explain it. It looks more put together. It looks more, I don't even know how to explain it. I really don't. I like it when there's more shape. Of course, that can be different if it's like different lighting. If it's really heavy sunlight and you really only see those little parts, like, you know, you see it a lot with, maybe here's an example, like Powerhouse Animation. For their character sheets, they don't put a lot of shading, which makes sense. But even then, try to keep it, like, don't just randomly, like, okay, there's a little bit of lighting here. So, like, if there isn't that much here, you probably don't need it there. The visual language won't read or doesn't need to be read in that area, right? So, best advice for that is, if you're doing cell shading, bigger shapes. Best advice for layering: try to see if you can work on a bigger canvas. Try to make it so that maybe two things that are not too close to each other are on the same layer. And yeah, play around with the system. It can be really annoying at times just because of how layering in general works, and it's for more programs than just Procreate. Like, I know Multiply is the multiply layer. If it's not put in the right area, if you try to merge it, it's a problem. But yeah, that's my best advice. I don't know your style, so it could be that none of that really makes any sense. But yeah, shapes and play around with the program as best you can.
Damn, class was in session. Also, Trish, I know that she's smitten with a lovely woman. But if ever things change,
You could appreciate it. Come on now. That top.
goodness gracious.
Okay, this is supposed to be your tucking.
Let's go peep. Let's go peep. Rach asked, has the story / art direction for Shattered / Echoes of Everlast changed much from the original boarding? Well, Lord, I wish we had... I wish it was boarded. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
How has it evolved over time as you've fleshed things out? I think... So, a lot of everything is purely, like, still just stuck in my head right now. Like, we haven't even gotten to that. But I know that from very early on, Jackie had a specific idea for what she wanted to do with Everlast stuff, which you can see a bit of that in the character designs and stuff, and it's also there in recent, not just Everlast stuff either. It's
bits of it show up in like the director's cut.
Yeah. So I think a big thing in general is just how Jackie's like leveled up over the past year. And I know one of the things is she's taken a new approach for like backgrounds a little bit in some situations. But in terms of the more stylistic side of things, I think we've had a pretty strong I think we've had a really strong concept that hasn't changed in terms of the general, especially for some more Eveleth specific situations, where things might be a little more stylized, or just doing, maybe the art isn't necessarily like part of the narrative bits, but like a I don't know, just certain vibes for like, hey, if we were just doing a draw an Auron piece, and it's specifically like Eveleth Auron, there's certain like vibe there.
Yeah.
And I think the heartbeat of that vibe has kind of made its way into everything, where like sometimes there might be like a more bold choice made in some things. It's hard to really say. We're gonna know very soon though, because we are coming up on Shattered, which I believe that's probably the next thing that happens after the Bittersweet piece we're making. So yeah, I think story is a big part that has changed significantly since the first time I conceived it. I think as I've explored the antagonist and kind of the conflict, what has emerged is a lot of kind of this concept of Lord Bishop Emrys being responsible for this rot. And at first I looked at it as like, oh, it's just kind of like the way that some folks refer to his influence, right? Like, oh, it's this, he's a rot that we're dealing with. But then it became a more literal thing, like a disease of sorts that people are combating. So that has evolved a lot. That's a big one, because it's now driving a lot of the conflict. I wasn't sure exactly what Emrys's kind of influence and abilities would be like outside of like when you're really like dealing with him face to face. So discovering like some of this shit going on with the rot has been a huge change. Ooh. I looked over at Trish. That's one of the big things. I'm trying to think of like what I can really say. I don't know. I want to say that like the core of it has remained the same basically from the inception, but I don't know. A few things have changed since getting started. But things are starting to kick off. So will we ever get a design stream for Faust's father? I don't think he's pivotal enough to deserve or require a whole like ordeal. I kind of like him just being a menacing shape.
Yeah.
Like he can just
It's
be
just like
a shadowy figure. He is it fucking Kingpin? Why did I think of Kingpin too? That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically. Oh my god. I love that fucking everybody and their brother immediately thought of. Everyone thought of. Fucking. Oh god. Now, alternatively, because I see someone followed up in the chat with this, a design for Auron's mom, I at some point probably
is that
at some point probably, but I mean she might have a size thing going on too. I don't know, but do the Bittersweet boys have last names? If not, are people of the fandom free to come up with their own ideas for last names? Y'all could do whatever you wanted to do, even if they did, to be fair. No, they do not currently have last names. I do fear that do we need to talk about the constant size conversation? Look, man, Kingpin's large. Are you drawing Mark wiggling around? Oh my god.
Sure am.
Safe assumption to be that unless the character has a major enough role in the story to be physically on screen, they won't get a design stream. Yeah. Plus, like, also consider some things might need to be a secret. Like Auron's mom would be fun. One, because Jackie hasn't gotten a whole lot of chances to go and fucking draw some baddies. But that would be a ways away. I feel like she's a busy woman. What else was there? A couple of questions are asking about references for Trish. Maybe at the end I'll go into some of it, but I'll wait for things to come together before we get into it. Scarlet Torchic asked, what do you guys do when you have a lot of creative ideas but not sure which to tackle first? Hope you guys had a great first day of the new year. Stay safe and cozy. I suffer. I just sort of it's not an always thing, but what I try to do and try to remind myself to do is just do whatever I've got the most motivation to do, rather than like fight with myself. So like today, I have a ton of things I need to do. The list is large. And I was like, you know what? I want to record Thomas today. And also like getting Thomas done means I can send that off to be edited and everything, like get it done now. So I sat in there, got it done. I think sometimes you just have to follow your motivation. Yeah. Do Seth and Alphonse still call Charlie Rat? Probably. but not so much like slash negative anymore. Like I feel like at least Alphonse for sure, because he had that kind of like chat with Charlie, and I believe, because I had to reference this, because oh my god, I had to fucking write the wiki. Oh my god, I will rant about the wiki here in a second. I believe they ended on a "you damn rat," or like, even if you are a damn rat, you know. So like less of a "you're a fucking snitch and I hate you," and more of a now it's like a nickname. But Seth didn't really have that conversation, so like Seth might still feel some type of way. I don't really know. I haven't thought about it. They probably have not considered Charlie very much since going back home. I don't remember if originally it was supposed to be half brothers or stepbrothers either, but I know that at this point I've gone with stepbrothers.
Oh.
So that might have been a retroactive retcon type situation.
It was.
It was?
Yeah.
Well. I can't, for the life of me, can't remember if it was only... Wait, you listened to things. Did it say that?
Yeah, at one point, I don't remember exactly what was the conversation, but he clarifies to Rook, my half-brother. I'm almost certain. I did just listen to it, but I could be gaslighting myself.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to write around that or not at this point. It's okay. I have a workaround for this. I wouldn't worry too much about it, chat. I have safety levers that I get to pull because I control everything. Because it's my world. They're just playing in it.
Brother.
Nova. So you said before you had issues separating your original characters with the usual content you make and how people will not interact with new content because they came from the old content. How did you fix that? I feel like you can safely go with stepbrothers. You can say stepbrothers. I'm pretty sure I wanted the half-brothers measure to give them shared blood and make people not be weird, but I'm not as worried about it anymore. I think people will be normal. So what I found, so my big concern was like, I'm doing fandom stuff. Are people gonna be, are people gonna reject new things I do or whatever? What I found out early and what made me feel a little more confident was, I was doing the Yuri on Ice, Yuri Kotsky stuff, and I was like, well, I'm gonna try away. I'm gonna try doing a new thing, and we'll see how people react. And people liked it. People were very receptive, and I started to get new fans. So it's like, oh, so I can do multiple things, and people will be cool about it. So then, like, Guzma, Sidon, Aizawa, and people were normal. So it's like, okay, we were able to, and I 100% attribute a lot of that to the Yuri on Ice fandom being one of the best fandoms that ever existed. There was very minimal bullshit. There was bullshit, but there's bullshit everywhere. Yuri on Ice fandom was amazing. So it was good ground to build on. And then the original character stuff, I felt really strongly about Alphonse. Also, Alphonse kind of spawned from my Guzma voice, so I knew, like, oh, hey, people are going to like the voice regardless. So that was a safe pivot. And then from there, I just sort of pushed through. People were real real chill, actually. I think I only had yeah, I don't think there was ever a ton of like bullshit. I was worried there'd be a ton of bullshit, but there wasn't really.
Okay, come look before I start.
I'm looking, respectfully. My goodness. Yeah. Yep.
I know you wanted to do 2 outfits, so I can color this and then.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not ready for outfit number 2.
I'm excited.
Whew.
Oopsies.
Glowyfish asked if we're still getting the spicy Seth and Alphonse featuring Charlie audio. Yes,
Oh, I
still
gotta
gonna happen.
do this second shot of that.
As you can tell, chat, that is happening. That is happening. And I will be trying to get that. I will be trying to get that out shortly after Bittersweet Director's Cut. Let's see. Strawberry Cat Cake asked, when it comes to script writing, what would you recommend to start with to get that process going? I've been trying to do that for a couple of years so I can actually do my series. And I thought, hey, why not ask somebody with a little bit more experience? How do I start? Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Welcome to the gun show. And say hi to Miss Lady.
Miss Lady, your girl.
So when it comes to script writing, I mean, I sort of just, I'm trying to find a way to say, like, so I contemplate a lot. So if you've contemplated, it sounds like you've contemplated, you gotta just start. So, like, what kicks things off? So what is the establishing moments of your script? Starting there is always a great place. You don't always have to write it chronologically, but I pretty much always do. I don't do a whole lot of pre-planning. Like, I don't, especially for like conversations and stuff. Jackie had actually asked me this recently, like, how much do I know when I go to write a thing? Especially like the finer dialogue bits. And I don't really know. I think about the conversations that are going to be had, but I don't ever get into the like meat of it. So a lot of the times I will be surprised by my own, like, whatever comes out of me, because I haven't done a whole lot of like note taking ahead of it. If you need, you know, reference, I mean, there's a million scripts you can go look at to see, like, oh, how does a thing come together? That is usually, you just got to get in there. And I know that might sound overwhelming, but usually the thing that gets me going is just diving in and getting it popping off. Dumb question, but what are the color of Auron's eyes? It's not dumb, because I don't remember the color of anyone's eyes ever.
It's like
They're like amberish.
Sort of. It's like a soft brown. So like sort of amber, sort of. Fuck, what's that one? I think like a coffee color, like a coffee with milk. That's way I can describe it. Or like
Coffee with milk.
I can just also sort of like that, like a soft brown, like a hazel. Hazel's brown, chestnut, something like that. I don't know. I don't know color names. I failed color theory a number of times. See, listen. I can't even deny it. Yeah. Oopsies.
Yeah, I mean, Jackie is a great, anytime I need some input on Auron, she's never short on.
Come on now.
She's also in total control of whatever his horse looks like. Listen, this is Mark's home now. Be glad that I have contained him. Oh. Y'all didn't realize you were getting a Mark design today.
That's not, it's just the most like average.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Veppy.
Hi, Beepus. Those are words.
That's what, when I say Mark's haunting the narrative, that's what he looks like.
Haunting the narrative.
Yeah, him and just a little wispy.
Damn, that was a fucking good character design.
Who?
He's a spoiler, so I can't say who he is, but
Oh.
we designed him at the same time as another one. Hold on. Huh? Not me.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah.
That one.
I know. I can't
forgot
wait
about it.
for that. We gotta. Huh. I'm now getting to the point where I have to figure out. Well, Veppy, this is a stand-in for Mark, who was fired by Auron very early in the series. And I was trying to explain what Mark is like, and Jackie was like, he's this, and I was like, you're absolutely right. And then there was this whole thing about him having a like size situation going on, and I accidentally might have alluded to him having a micro penis, and I didn't mean to. I was trying to say that he had a thing for being small, but now like the internet thinks he's got an itty bitty teeny weeny. Yeah, so he's on my head. Micro Mark is crazy. Just insane. Like, you know what? He was probably given a severance package. because the whole office started harassing him. All because one time Auron drunkenly tried to say that he had a size thing, but called it micro. So, you know, Mark probably hasn't had to work for the past year.
Damn.
Oh, we have another question, which is, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. You mentioned last stream something along the lines of Trish pining for Auron's mom for years. Does Auron's mom know, or is it like some one-sided doomed Yuri shit? Yeah, so Auron's mom is oblivious. She is like the sweetest woman in the world, but doesn't have a clue. She is like an anime level ditz. I don't, not in the like obnoxious and can't fucking do anything for herself way, but in a like has a big old blind spot, and that blind spot happens to be that her best friend is like ridiculously in love with her. As for how she feels, I have no idea. I haven't considered. I feel like Auron's mom classifies herself as like unlucky in love.
Stop.
And doesn't clock that like everything she wants right there. But
Hey,
she don't be knowing. It's like, oh, all of these men I've married have died. When will I ever find love? And like the universe is like, if you keep going for men, we're going to keep killing them. She's probably in passing made the like, maybe we should just run off and get married, and then we'll get like tax breaks and
So like,
stuff.
if we're not married in a certain amount of years, do you just want to marry each other? And it's like,
Oh my
shot through
god.
the heart for
And
Trish.
and Trish is just there like, that'd be hilarious. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile,
I love them.
Mama Auron's like, oh, I thought you were laughing because you thought it was ridiculous and you hated the idea. Oh man. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Ah, my shoulder. No way we got YuuriVoice doomed Sapphics before Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, you would like this horribly painful gay story. I mean, listen. Does Auron know, or did he inherit the obliviousness? I think he's also oblivious.
Oh, that would be so heartbreaking, though.
Yep. Steph has clocked it. It feels like Trish is taking her out on hundreds of lunch dates to catch up and just patiently and kindly listen to Auron's mom vent about her bad luck while Trish is just dying on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels right. Finn in the distance, like, I will keep killing these men. Rook is gonna clock it so fast. Not to spoil anything, but I haven't written it, but I feel like Rook definitely like can clock yearning. Rook is in touch with with the yearners. No, I'm sure Rook would not want to meddle. I feel like Rook understands that there's some things that are not to be meddled with yet. Like Rook probably has not inquired more about Faust. Like, family is clearly a delicate thing, and they only just like, they felt like they were going out on a limb doing the like working with Trish and Mama Auron to do a birthday thing. So I feel like Rook probably hasn't meddled too much. Oh, the pinstripe.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I like it.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah.
Fucking Pitbull just started blasting from my Spotify for no fucking reason.
Haunting the narrative. As Pitbull does.
Okay, let's not do that.
I was so I recorded Thomas today and had to go back and scrap everything and do it again because I didn't like how it was turning out. And it turned into like I'm lovingly going to refer to the voice internally as Wide Seth. Did Pitbull kill Jackie?
Huh?
Ah! Wide Seth. Yeah, so like a little country, because like the town that they're in Everlast is, I don't want to say backwoods, but you would run into folks of all types there. And I was like, this is too close to Seth. It was giving, I tried, instead of going wide, I went high. So it was like the way that Charlie and Alphonse are similar, you could say that Thomas and Seth were similar, but it was too close. It was a little too close. So I went wide. And like he's still got the twang, but it's a little polished. I don't know. It's one of those things where like it's probably gonna shift a little bit over time, which makes sense because Thomas's story is going to go a ways. So it's more like if Lucian minus the effects and Seth had a baby. So you get more of the when I'm up in here, and that's what I consider going wide. So yeah, basically like I can't say that.
No, like Coach.
Like Coach.
The lion.
That's right, man. That's right, guys. You went out there and battled hard, man. The Lippy. Oh my god. Who is Thomas? He is my thick blacksmith boy. He's swinging a big hammer. Mark blushing in the background.
He's so upsetting.
Sometimes
I forget that he's down there. Oops.
He likes that. Earlier I said I don't want to nail like a whole like playlist for Trish, but I definitely like Heaven Is Here by Florence and the Machine for Trish. It's a big hammer.
I can't give her red eyes. That's not, girl. Nice green.
Green. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna fucking go feral.
This I don't.
I'm sure Trish has familiarized herself with the Chapel Roan. What else can I share?
Oopsies.
Let's see. What else can I... There is something I want to talk about, but it's such a surprise that I feel like I should keep a lid on it. Did you read all the questions or just staggering them? I got you, Alex. I totally missed this one, and I was excited to answer it. What do you think Rook refers to Auron as? Like their partner, lover, their person? Because he doesn't strike me as a boyfriend kind of guy. But also the first time I got called someone's boyfriend, I was giddy like a schoolboy. And I'd love that for him. Let's see.
Oh, fuck.
Z, please. Please. I don't get paid to the end of the week. You're right. I don't think. Oh my God, the red glasses.
It's just the tint. I'm not gonna do like full.
Yeah, no, I see that. Welcome back, Matt Murdock.
I was gonna give her the circle lenses because they're currently sitting in my fucking Amazon, but I haven't purchased them yet. But I think they're super fucking cool.
Oh my God.
You have to be.
I'm on my hands and knees. You make such a great point. He deserves finally getting to have all the silly young love stuff that he couldn't have when he was younger. You're right. I think right now I like that it's open to people's interpretation because there's a lot of things that in a particular dynamic you might go for and you might not go for. I personally enjoy the cheekiness of Sir because it's cloaked. So like he might be Sir away from the office as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just that extra tint of like calling him Sir at work means something between them.
I'm gonna have to hang up.
I think I like that for me. Now, not everybody's like, oh, I want to call him Sir. Some people might find that cliche and unsexy, and that's okay. I would not like to force that upon you. Referring to him to other people, I don't think Rook has ever referred to him to other people. I mean, to Trish, I'm pretty sure it's just Auron. I don't think... Yes, I don't believe they have... So if they have to refer to him in conversation, that is their boss.
Mm-hmm.
That is their boss. That does not... And to this point, I'm quite certain the only person who's clocked anything is Trish. And now, the drivers. So, because they clearly gossip a little. And Charlie. But are they saying they're single if questioned? I think they're saying they're not looking. I believe would be the answer they would go with.
Oh, I see. Undershirt. Maybe it's just built into the top.
Oh, let her cook.
Oops.
Ooh.
Need some sandwich.
Does she have any tats? Oh, she's definitely giving, like, she probably has a secret fucking buddy tat with Auron mom.
Ew. Yeah.
Stop. Like, maybe on the hip or something.
God.
I'm gonna...
Can it be like a sun and a moon?
Shut up!
Yeah.
It could
Because
be.
the sun and moon are women, and they're in love.
Steph, your fucking mind. Electro Swing Trish is so...
Mhm.
You're so...
Trish is in such good hands.
Trish is in very good hands.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, there's something about the sun and moon never being actually able to reach each other, but being in the same sky.
I'm gonna die. What if I just... What if I just disintegrate by... I'm Nosferatuing my way out of here. Squid Doodles. Back when we were talking about Thomas. Sorry about that. Thomas is a big hammer, and let's say I'm a nail. He will pound, perhaps, hypothetically. Perhaps. It's gonna take a while, though. I'm queuing up a bit of a slow burn with him and that listener.
Any of the opposites tatted on each other?
Hmm.
Fuck. You're right.
Lena asked, I remember you saying something about this, but will the Everlast characters have an already existing listener or just a completely new listener? So some characters get a specific listener of their own, and sometimes a listener might weave their way through the narrative and interact with multiple characters, whatever. Like, so there are multiple new, like, defined characters who have roles. And I cooked up a new one, a whole new character with a whole new listener that requires a whole new...
Do I know about this one?
This is the one where you get to design
Oh, yes.
there you go. Vale is the dragon dude. Vale currently does not have a listener. He is more of a supplementary character. Now that could definitely change could definitely change. I just haven't figured out what he's what he's up to. Oh my god, hi Blue.
Hi, Blue.
Yeah, Vale. I'm not sure. So Thomas has a listener of his own. Finn has a listener of his own. I can tell you about a listener for a character who I have not revealed. They are what I'm currently referring to as the archivist, who is collecting literature and texts and history and such. Someone who is in the capital proper. And their character is helping them safeguard those things because those things are endangered currently.
Oh.
So they are protecting written history. And are in grave danger because of it. They are doing a bad. I mean, they're doing a good, but they would be in great deals of trouble. Are there any cool magical creatures? Why, yes. Why, yes, there are. If there is an evil group of people in Echoes of Everlast, will there be an evil listener? That's a good question. Because of the nature of the evil that is occurring, I am hesitant to make anyone 1,000% in league with them, but there would be interactions with the baddies. So, like, there might be opportunities for, say, like... I don't want to say anything else. But there are ways that they would be interacting with the baddies.
Evil goody.
Don't give him any ideas.
Cootie asked that question, by the way.
Let's see. Yuri, do you think the word about Rook and Oron spread to Casper when they were talking to Charlie? I see what you're asking. I think I specifically tried to set it up so people would assume that the driver from the Escape series is a separate individual who would have discussed that sometimes there might be a additional person in the vehicle, and sometimes you might need to keep your eyes on the road. So that's probably how that would have gotten there. I thought Auron said they were discreet. Well, there's a difference between... I mean, when you're training a new driver, there's certain information you might need to be aware of. If our interpretation of Rook is that they have a family, would it be possible that Auron is open to meeting them? Not asking for content to be made, just wondering, since Auron is not a people person, but maybe he would try something like that for his partner. It would have to be, like, ways away from such. It would be far, far down the line. But I'm sure if at one point they were safe enough to be, you know, open, then I would, you know, I'm sure he would. I'm sure there's nothing he wouldn't do. The map of Everlast, one, I commissioned it. There's a specific application that I'm not remembering the name of. It's a very, very, very popular map making thing. And I don't fucking remember the name of it. I'm sorry.
She does have my manicure Z. It's very funny. And also one of my rings. I do it a lot where I put my jewelry on characters.
Worm.
Good idea.
Oh, my fucking back. What else can I share that is not a horrible spoiler? Oh shit, yes.
I know, I had the idea, and I was like, I feel like now that she's appeared to me, she'd definitely have something like that, where she'd purposely like let a gray bit grow out.
Yeah, I was gonna grab like, I was gonna grab similar references. So I'm glad that you're
Mm-hmm.
picking up on that as well. Trish's late 40s, 50s situation.
Yeah, ref says 40 plus.
Yeah. You know, hand wavy as usual. Bye, Eden.
See ya. She's giving suits.
Since Auron is in Everlast, will Rook be as well? That's a fair question. It's a fair question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they are there somewhere. Hi, Yuri. I'm missing Faust and forgot he's also in Everlast. Are they going to have a listener, or so Faust will directly be interacting with the listener that is Finn's listener. Those are the characters he is set to interact with. Will Trish appear in Everlast? I've wondered that, but I do not have an answer. I haven't quite figured that all out. What if Trish is the horse? That is not possible. Because the horse is still alive. I also don't know if I don't believe we have rules established about how that would work. Wait, it's still alive? No, that's worse. Oh.
Ah. Long live horse.
Yuri, what are you implying with it's still alive? That you can't... Haley with the $15 super chat, excuse me. Just popping in to say hi. I absolutely adore your work, your stories, and your voice acting. Please keep up the phenomenal work. Much love from Texas. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Texas. I was watching the local Texas... one of the local Texas New Year's shows last night, and it was way better than the like popular ones. It was wild. I mean, to be fair, there was only like one particular part about it that was really cool, which was when they cut to like the people who were in an actual club having a good time. And I was like, oh, that's fun. Yuri, did you just avoid? You're just gonna get confused. But
Stop asking questions.
If people are currently like permanent residents of Bittersweet world, I have a name for this now. I call everything that isn't Everlast, I call it Beyond. So we're gonna call it Beyond. That's something that I figured out working on the wiki. So anyone who is a permanent resident of the Beyond is dead in Everlast.
Fuck.
So me saying that the horse is alive means that
horse is here.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh. Yuri, the horse is here. Dead, death, and beyond. Oh, meant to ask you this, actually. Is Beyond the same as what we referred to as the Dreamscape previously? No. The Dreamscape, the best way to explain it, you have to cross the Dreamscape to get Beyond. So to go Beyond, you have to cross the Dreamscape. It is very much like... It's giving the world between worlds Star Wars, if you're familiar with that. That is sort of the Dreamscape. It is sort of like a easy way to think about it is like astral plane, like an astral plane that has pathways. I'm giving y'all way too much, but yeah. There will be a wiki, but also it's not that complicated. And in first episode of Echoes of Everlast, Finn will literally sit you down and will sit you down and say this all to you very well, not slowly, but we'll say it very like point by point. Dreamers still reside beyond, though. Yes, I would say dreamers exist in the beyond is probably a way that you could put that. Does the big bad have a listener, though? No.
Me.
Wait, what's that thing besides Trish? Why is it so malnourished?
What's that thing?
Mark! Psst, 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 psst. Oh, Mark, honey.
I like that we keep pulling him out. Like a little, like a jester. Why is it so malnourished?
It's Micro Mark. I'm gonna die.
They're seeing him in the chat. Blue.
Yeah.
Micro Mark.
Mark.
It's like a Muppet.
I love him.
Oh God. All right. How do you feel about our girl?
I'm on my hands and knees.
Your Mark.
I mean, for her, I will be.
Oh.
I need it as a fridge magnet immediately. Mark is gonna become a favorite.
He's gonna be the blorbo of the chat. Black hair and bangs. YV is cooked.
All right.
Get
now.
him. Get him.
I'm just a man. The malnourished one. Oh, yes, this is great. A+.
Hell yeah.
I am.
Mm-hmm. Here's the question. Do we want to do her second outfit now, or do we want to do a stream part 2 at some point?
It's your call. We've been going for a hot minute. Yeah, we can call it there. There is a second outfit, and it's sort of a, I mean, it could be a slight spoiler.
True. Okay. Yeah, we can do the one off screen too if you want.
Yeah, but we could come back one day to make Mark or something.
Yeah.
And like honestly, like you, even in his withered form,
not withered,
not that kind of withered, but
just general withered
in such a form. You really kind of nailed the you really kind of nailed it, honestly. He looks like he really wants to sell me a Ford that has definitely not been salvaged from a flood.
You will find him at Toyotathon.
Oh my God.
Withered Mark.
He looks like a worm on a string. Oh, y'all are... Happy New Year, Beppis. Oh. Okay, let's see. Okay. Does Mark even have a single bone in his body? A really, really small one. Oh.
Yuri.
Let's see. We got a couple of final... Get your questions in. We're going to be wrapping up soon. I'll try to knock out what I can. Can we know more about the prettiest girl at the party? I'm talking about Gracie the horse, of course.
Absolutely.
Do we want to... Did you put him in a jar? Oh my God. Oh
Contained. My God. Contained.
Oh, he's like
the malnourished one.
He's like a firefly. Wait, I know how we can nourish him, everyone. I'll pass the jar around. I'll pass the jar around.
Stop.
Wait, you know what's insane? On fourth wall, you on fourth wall
My-
they make those glasses that look like soda
Fuck.
cans.
We need to do a fuck.
Oh my god.
We need a micro mark keychain that is just this drawing.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, sorry, I have to put holes in the top of the jar for him to breathe.
The YuuriVoice jar incident. Oh, hi Mark. Oh boy. I'd try to sell him to the highest bidder at an oddities convention. Hi, so he can sustain himself on like whatever you want to put in the jar. Do you want to fart in it? Do you want bath water? He'll take it all. Oh, Mark.
Malnourished micro mark.
Okay, let's talk about Grace. Here's what I know about Grace. If you have enjoyed the way that Charlie talks to Dee Dee and Dee Dee seemingly
Fuck. Oh no.
interacts, that's probably the vibes we're gonna get out of Grace.
I've turned into Mark.
And what else? Grace is Everlast Auron's horse. Has not been his horse for a very long time. It's kind of implied that she's a younger horse because time. You got me Googling horse lifespans. Yeah. What else could I say? So she's fairly young. Because yes, horse lifespans. Are you giving her a stand?
No, it's just like a cute thing to have if you want a poster.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Instead of her just sitting.
I mean, her having a stand.
Yeah.
She looks like she would be Faust's stand, to be honest.
Stop.
We're talking about horses because Auron's horse has a horse. Or Auron.
Auron's horse has a horse.
What else can I share? I don't know what else I could share. There's a lot I don't know yet, especially about like what type of horse, what does she look like. Jackie is the one who has ideas there.
Sure do. I have a horse book that I've already put sticky notes on the pages.
Trish trading card. Hello.
That's one of the references. You can have
Yeah, I
the
like
actual canvas open as your reference. Cool.
That's cool. I can tell you that I know what her last interaction with Auron is. So that hurts. And I know what she's up to. I know what she's up to at present. I just when Grace first came into existence, I tweeted that I was crying about a horse.
Yeah.
And I was. Can we inflate Mark? Hey, Mark, are you into inflation?
Probably.
Pal, I'll tell you something. Pal, let me tell you something.
Buddy.
There's one thing about sales. You don't say no.
Stop. You gotta put the little picture of him next to the jar version.
The little picture of him. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
One and the same.
Give me image. There it is. What if he sort of like? I wish it was just a PNG of him. I'd make him come out of his bum.
Stop. Beautiful.
Please tell me it's not going to be like Arthur Morgan and his horse.
Oh. I'm sweating, like really bad.
Yeah, I don't. You know. Anyway, next question. That's a great. That is a great pivot. Moon asked, I'm curious how this job was even offered to Casper given they were specifically sought out to do this. I can't imagine Auron being upfront immediately about the reason. Hey, work for me and keep an eye on your childhood friend while you're at it. Here's a ridiculous paycheck. Ignore my black tinted windows. It wasn't that straightforward. But it probably did involve like envelopes of money and like, hey, come meet me. We need to have a conversation. And probably did heavily involve Bones being the in-between. Thinking about what like their first conversation with Auron really would have been like. So like they've been going through this like shady, really sexy man who has a lot of money and is like, my boss would like to hire you for something, blah 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 blah. And I could see Casper being like, am I about to get like, is this like a pretty girl or a pretty woman situation?
Oh.
Like, am I about to like bounce on it respectfully for like a couple grand? Like, what is this? And Bones is like, no, just go have dinner with him. And it's like, okay, whatever. Like, aren't there apps for this? And Auron's like, hi, so do you remember this kid from school? Were they willing? I don't know. I'm sure they were down to figure out what the fuck was going on. It was probably really intimidating, and then Auron just kind of melts a little, and he's like, are you interested in my... If it was like a... Oh my god. Oh, alright. It's giving, like, very poorly communicated wingman.
Oh?
Where it's like, it's really given, like... Alright. Does this guy want me? And then he's like...
want me?
So, and like, it sounds like he's about to proposition them. And then it's like, I have a friend who might, you see oomph. Oomph might be oomph for you. He might be a yoomp.
You've.
He might be a yoomp.
Oh my god.
It was probably really like oomph might be yoomp.
Crazy things. Crazy things are being said in the studio today. Oomph might be yoomp.
Well, like Auron. So Casper hearing about Auron being this big scary fuck you guy, like everyone has told them that Auron is the fuck you guy. But to Casper, Auron is like the yoomp guy.
Holy fuck. Not the yoomp guy.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man.
Yoomp guy.
I'm crocheting the YuuriVoice. I made Seth Al strawberries, Charlie pizza. What should I do for Auron? A gun. Or like
a pen. But that's boring.
a
yoomp.
a yoomp. What does yoomp mean? Glass of whiskey is always a good one. A book? Oh, a book.
Oh, a book.
Oh, a book.
Aw. Do you think Auron would listen to me talk to my bad dagger books?
I'm sure he would.
Oh, king.
I don't know what whoomp is. Whoomp. Whoomp is like your twin because you shared the womb. So whoomp is like my twin.
Or even your sibling.
Or a sibling. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
My womp.
Whoomp. Whoomp is siblings.
Yoomp is Auron.
Yoomp now means gun. All right, Dee Dee, hold my yoomp.
Didi, I got that motherfucking yoomp on me. Oh god.
Oomph might be yoomp.
Period.
Kroomph is actually a thing. It's crush oomph.
Kroomph is a thing?
I need you to imagine a very small, distant Mark voice going, Crush! Woo! I want to be Kroomph! Anywho, he wants to be stepped on. He doesn't understand. Or he does, and he's just being a menace. DD, ear moves.
Ear moves.
No, Faust and Finn are doomed.
Doomed oomps?
Doomed oomps.
I see.
Or is the listener is like, so
The
listener views them as doomps.
Sure.
Sure. You're hateful. All right, I'm gonna answer these last questions and we're gonna end our suffering. Doomed Oomps is Trish and Mama Auron. Also,
Correct.
ironically, also thanks to chat, Sun and Moon coded.
Thank God. Thanks to Jackie.
Joomph.
Ju-
Jackie Oomph.
There you go.
Let's see. Ooh, hold on. This question's T. Had Faust always felt like Auron's mom was being kind out of pity, or was that something that grew when Auron suddenly stopped talking to him? If it's spoilers, I'm sorry. I think he probably took it at face value at first, but then over time, the bitterness kind of just made it feel that way. How did Seth react to Al being turned into a plushie? That was supposed to be an audio, and like it was bad. December was bad. And another for Jackie. Remind us what app you were using to draw upon.
Procreate. This one right now is Procreate.
Boom. Can we put just any letter in front of oomph? I mean, I think so.
You can, but you shouldn't.
No. Lost and oomph.
Lost and oomph. Lost and youth.
The fault in our oomphs.
Oh.
Bitter oomph. All right.
We're losing the plot.
The plot is so lost. We are the ones who have doomed the narrative. Iskoomf. Evalumph. Evalumph. That one's wild. Bent nibs. No, you just came in after the last one. Oh, maybe I did miss before. Is there a chance we can hear Faust and Trish bickering over the names of things? Biscuits, crisps, chips, trolley, etc. That's a good question. I feel like the next time they interact, things might not be a great time for them to be bickering. But I'm sure that it is probably something that has occurred and will occur again. Are the previous Seth audios you were going to do that you mentioned on a past live still going to happen? Yeah, they are. The scripts are written and shit. I just have to do it. I'm trying to catch up on things. Oh. All right. It's about that time, chat. This has been a wild experience. Thank you all. This is quite fun. I didn't think Mark was going to end up being a design stream, but
he might just have to be.
He might have to be. That brought me a great deal of joy. Yeah. What a time. Thank you all for hanging out and enjoying our shenanigans. Yeah. All right, y'all. Take care. Happy New Year.
Bye. Happy New Year.